Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching the Atsay Pen. So as you have already read by the title of today's video, this video is going to be all about photography.
That is brand new information!
And how I plan my shoots and all of that stuff. A lot of you have been asking me about how I plan my shoot, how I style my flat lays, and other pictures as well. So it's time that I share all my tips and tricks with you all, so that you can help yourself out and you can just get started with your photography, whether into flat lays or food or any kind of photography or content creation that you are interested in. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video and let's have a look at all the tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you all, that I myself inculcate while I'm shooting or while I'm planning my shoots, and etc. So if this interests you, then make sure to stay connected till the end of this video, so that you get to know about all of those steps and you can inculcate them for yourselves and get started with your content creation game. So if you're here for a time now, you know that I have been putting up videos regarding flat lay photography or photography in general.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I have made an entire playlist for you to help yourself out. So in case you haven't seen all of those videos, I'll make sure to link that playlist in the description box down below so that you can have a look afterwards after watching this video. I have been going step by step with putting up videos regarding flat lay photography. So in case you are interested, then you can go and watch that on my channel. I'll make sure to link everything in the description box. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all the tips that I use for myself while I plan my shoot or while I'm shooting. So let's go step by step because it will help you to understand more clearly. Okay, so the first step being ideate what I want to shoot. So it's really necessary that you ideate what you want to shoot, otherwise you will shoot with a blank mind and nothing will turn out in your favor. So it's better to ideate beforehand so that there is not much hassle while shooting. So I like to ideate whatever I have in mind, whether I'm going to shoot flat lays or whether I'm going to shoot food photography or whether I'm going to shoot product photography. So I like to ideate myself. I have a journal for myself where I write down my ideas and where I write down whatever I have to shoot. If I have any brand shoots, then I plan my shoots accordingly and my personal shoots according to that. So ideating beforehand really helps me a lot and it makes my work a lot more easier. So it's really necessary that you ideate whatever you have in mind beforehand so that afterwards it's not a tedious task. Just think of your feed and see what works for you and see what people are liking more. For example, if you're into food photography, then for a time period you have to keep up putting pictures of food photography and all of that stuff, so there is a consistency pattern. Or if you have decided that you want to shoot flat lays, then that's also necessary that you ideate everything beforehand. First you need to decide that for yourself, because on that basis you are going to move forward, right? So the next step being surfing on Pinterest. You must have heard me saying or talking about Pinterest a lot of times on my channel, because I swear by it. I swear by Pinterest and what all benefits it offers. Pinterest is my go-to app before shooting anything. Like, even if I plan my shoots, even if I have everything ready, then also I'll go to Pinterest and surf everything for inspiration. Even the tiny bits also help me a lot. So the next step that you need to follow is download Pinterest. First of all, I'll link that in the description box. For example, if you're going to shoot flat lays, then type flat lays in the search bar and a lot of options will pop up. You must have something in your mind, like whether you want to shoot books or whether you want to shoot aesthetic flat lays or whether you want to shoot OOTDs or whether you want to shoot just in general floral pictures or floral flat lays or makeup or anything. And there will be tons and tons of inspiration for you to pick and choose from. So let me show you an example on the screen so you'll get an idea what I'm saying and how you will inculcate that for yourself.
So in the search bar on the top right corner, I'm going to type flat lays because that's what I want to go for my pictures. So I'll type flat lays, and as you can see, there are a lot of ideas that popped up: photography, clothing, aesthetic ideas, background, and so many options to pick and choose from. And I'll type enter. As you can see, a lot of images just popped up on the screen and it's so many options, you will just get confused at a point of time. It really makes your work a lot more easier. So here on the top bar you can see there are so many options related to flat lays. For example, you want to shoot flat lay photography or flat lays of books or any ideas, any background ideas, all the related ideas Pinterest will suggest you so that you don't get confused and everything is ready for you. Let's say I want to shoot moody flat lays, so I'll click on vintage flat lays on the top bar, and the options that will pop up or the pictures that will be shown on the screen will always be on the tones of browns or white or muted greens. As I have so many pictures in front of me now, I want to save them for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save those pictures onto my boards, which I have created already for serving different purposes. So I'm going to save the pictures onto my boards and then I can use them later. So I'll repeat the same for every pictures that I like, and I think that I can create these pictures with the props that I already own so that I don't have to worry about it a lot. So I'll just save them onto my boards and then I can, refer them afterwards. I'll just repeat the processes that I said now again and again for the pictures that I like, and then I can refer to them later, and it makes my work a lot more easier to have everything in place.
So yeah, Pinterest serving the second step, helping you find inspiration, what you're going to shoot, and just help your process move further a bit, because obviously there are times when you're stuck with creativity block and nothing pans out for us. So Pinterest really helps me in those situations. Even if I see one picture, I'll have tons and tons of ideas flowing through my brain, so that will help me shoot further. You can make boards, you can save all your ideas onto those boards, any boards you want. You can create different types of boards as well. You can create an account on Pinterest. You can share all your works in Pinterest as well. Trust me on this when I say that Pinterest is gem of an app, and without any delay you should go and download that app if you're really into content creation. Okay, so the next step is look for props. You have saved all the pictures onto your boards on Pinterest, you have ideated what you are going to shoot, and you have everything in your mind. Now it's time for you to look for similar props around your home. I have always emphasized on this point that don't go around shopping for props while you're starting out, because that will be a lot to handle. It's better to look around for props that you already have in your home. So just look around for similar props in your home, just 2 to 3 things, and you'll be good to go. If you're really confused about what props to use, I have made a video regarding what props you can get from around in your house, so that you don't have to run around a lot. Go around looking for props, looking for similar props that matches the inspirations that you have jotted down on Pinterest. You can make your work a lot easier by keeping a notebook and a pen to draw those ideas, to draw those flat lays, and just a blueprint of what you're going to shoot, so that you have everything in place before shooting. So jot down all the props that you already have. First of all, before shooting, just go around with your notebook and a pen and roam around in your house and jot down what props that you feel like using in your pictures, that you feel that yes, these props can work out for me really well. So just jot down all those in your notebook, and you will be good to go while shooting. You'll know that these props are there already, and what more can I get. So I'll give you an example on how I decide and plan my props accordingly.
Next step is I'll go to my boards and see what props I have. So as I can see, there is an underlying tone of brown in the pictures that I saved. So I'll just go and write down the props that I can see, props similar to the brown and white tones, and I'll just jot it down on the note. I can see candles, green leaves, wooden boards, and then I can see vintage papers, books, and I'll just jot it down on the notepad, as you can see it on the screen right now, so that when I go around for looking for props, I have everything jotted on my notepad, and I just have to pick those props only.
Now that the props are planned according to the inspiration that I jotted down on Pinterest, it's time to go for backgrounds. Yes, backgrounds play an essential role in flat lay pictures. I am currently focusing on flat lays in this video, but you can always use these ideas to inculcate them in any type of photography you want. You have the blueprint of the picture that you want to shoot, you have to go looking for backgrounds. For backgrounds, you can go for chart papers, you can go for sheets, you can go for bed sheets, you can go for simple plain cloths, and a simple white cloth does the job really well, because it goes with any color of props that you want to go for. So in this video, I've really narrowed down everything on how you can choose your backdrops and props and coordinate them well, so make sure to watch that. Moving on to the next step, which is the styling, and it's one of the most crucial parts of shooting a flat lay picture, and it's really necessary that you style your flat lays well, so that after you click the picture, everything comes really well. I have made videos regarding all the steps in detail, but this step is really crucial, and I have not made any video in detail about styling flat lays, so here you go.
Since the weather was bright and sunny, so I thought why not go for sun-kissed golden hour pictures. So as you can see, I'm going for the usual white cloth as my backdrop, and on the top of that I'm going to use a plain notebook, just to add that texture for my subject, and my subject is going to be a book. And now I'm going to fill up the spaces with props and fillers. So for props, I'm going to use specs, because of course you need specs for reading, right? And then I'm going to use a coffee mug. Of course that mug is empty because I'm just showing you an example. And then I'm just going to add some greens, and then I'm just going to fill up the negative spaces, as you can see on the screen, with a cloth that's brown. So my setup is ready, and now I'm going to click the pictures. I have to move the screen a bit here and there to see what works for me, and then you can see the picture really coming out together as you have made the blueprint and the pictures that you saved on Pinterest.
How I style my flat lays, how I choose my props and backdrops, keeping in mind the inspirations that I jotted down on Pinterest, and also looking at the blueprints that I have, so that everything comes out together nicely and I don't have to shoot it again and again, and whatever I have imagined, the picture that I'm going to shoot comes out exactly like that, or on those lines as well, so it works out for me in that way.
So let me just show you a video montage of various flat lay setups that I created with those 1 or 2 props that I used in the setup before on this video, so that you have an idea that with 1 or 2 props you can create various setups, just moving the props and the subject here and there a bit, and then there will be a new picture for you to edit and post. edited all the raw pictures that I clicked just now on Lightroom app, which I mostly use for all of my pictures. And as you can see, editing makes a really big difference to all of your images. As you can see, I have just used only 2 to 3 props, and the flat lays that I created are all different from each other. So it all comes down to styling and how you style your props and subject.
There is no rocket science in styling flat lays. You just have to master the art of knowing where and how to place your props and fillers so that there is no negative spaces. And if there is a negative space, you need to eliminate that. Negative spaces work for certain kind of picture. For example, minimalistic pictures, it is just a matter of practice. Like practice makes a man perfect. For example, you have arranged everything on your background, your props and your subject and all of that stuff. While you're shooting also, you can look into the camera and you will realize there will be some negative spaces, and then you can arrange it everything. So before shooting, you have to gather everything. You need to have a set of lists, you need to have a set of ideas, you need to have a blueprint, everything ready beforehand. Keeping a notebook and a pen and ideating everything really makes your work a lot more easier. Trust me when I say this, if I have everything ready, if I have a list of props that I'm going to shoot for my flat lay pictures, then it makes my work a lot more easier, so that I don't have to go running around while everything is laid down and I realize that this prop is missing. So that business can be avoided if you have everything ready beforehand. So now after all these steps, your picture is ready to be edited and be posted on Instagram or any other social media platform. So yeah, these were all the steps that I personally go through while shooting a flat lay or any kind of photography, whether food or product or any kind of content creation. Even if I shoot portraits of myself, then also I need to ideate everything. I have ideas on how I'm going to edit it, and I have ideas on how I'm going to put it on the feed so that my feed really comes together nicely. So yeah, that is it for today, guys. I hope you got to know something from this video about flat lay styling and how to plan shoots and all of that stuff, and you can inculcate all these steps in any kind of photography that you want. I know this video was a bit long, but I just wanted to show you how I style, how I plan my shoots, and how I execute all of my shoots and then post it on Instagram, because a lot of you asked me about this. So I thought you liked this video. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and just comment down below any of your thoughts and any videos that you want me to make. I will be happy to do that. And lastly, please consider subscribe to my channel and please hit the post notifications icon so that you get notified on every upcoming video. I'll be coming up with a new video again soon. So until then, take care of yourself, stay happy and stay healthy. Bye guys.